Hello and back again, and a very warm welcome to our jury discussion on She's Outdoors Women's Specific Award. I'm very proud to be the moderator of the jury here now, where we discuss products, market potentials and status quo. What opportunities and challenges do Anni Cardinal, Alexa Demel, Jana Erb, Astrid Schlüchter and myself, Kim Scholze, see for the trade? So again, we worked together, we had a good time together. Maybe it's important now that you present yourselves. Why are you here for and what do you do for life? Where is your passion? We start with you, Astrid.
Hello, I'm Astrid Schlüchter. I'm the editor-in-chief of the B2B magazine SHZ Sport. And we started to support the She is Outdoors Awards since last summer, 21. When Jana started the first Women's Specific Award. And for us, it's really important to show our readers that there is more than the slogan "Pink it or shrink it," that women's specific products are very important and have a really good standing in the market, and we should push it more. And so I'm very happy to be here, and it was really a great jury and really great products.
Thank you, Astrid. We continue with you, Anni.
My name is Anni Cardinal. I'm in about 30 years now in the outdoor industry, and my background is omni-channel retail. So I run my own agency called Outdoor Deluxe, and yes, I'm familiar with this industry, as I said, 30 years, and this is the reason why I'm here, because I worked in purchase and category management, so I use these products as well. So these are the components that make me be part of the jury.
Yes, this is important to really highlight. It's more than family with all the products. Jana, say something on you.
I'm very, very happy for all of you to be here and to support us with. Well, we came up with this very weird idea in the beginning of February 2021, and yeah, we got to hand out the first awards in summer. And now we're here with the second round, the winter edition, and we have a fantastic jury, supporters from the industry. We have now 2 big retail partners that are going to present the winning products. And of course we have Outra as our presenting partner. And yeah, the support we have experienced from all the industry and from the media has been huge. So thank you very much, and thank you for moderating this round here.
Sure, I love it. Alexa.
Thank you, Kim. Hi, my name is Alexa Demel. I have an agency in Munich called Active Sports Design and Consulting, and my heart burns for this industry. Since more than 25 years, I'm loving to design, develop, and consult some of the main parts in this industry concerning clothing. And I was allowed to design for many big brands, for many consumer brands, mainly on water, mountain and performance sports. And my expertise led over to material as well, due to performance days and functional fabric fair curation. So I'm very happy to help here to contribute my knowledge and expertise to this jury, and leading this jury, we had such fantastic discussions, and I'm happy that I could contribute with my knowledge.
Thank you, Alexa. And it's always a pleasure to work with all of us. Let's call it like this. We have different perspectives, as you have maybe seen in the introduction round. It's from retail to communication to press, and also to design and production. We start with you as the head of us, of the jury, with maybe some introductory words. And we said, just to remind you all, please interrupt each other and make it as lively as possible, because we want to start with the question from your eyes, design specific and women specific, on products and on the status quo in the market. What ingredients and what kind of transfer from the last 2 years, because things changed. What is important for you to share with us in terms of women-specific products?
I would like to specify 2 parts, which is always the hardware and the clothing. And I also want to point out the first thing we were all excited about this year, because we looked at all the categories, and the biggest discussion and the biggest R's and O's we had were on backpacks. And that was super interesting for me because backpacks were long. Jana, she's a super specialist at backpacks, and she showed us all the details. And this time I had to admit that we found out that really most of the brands had put so much new efforts for female design in backpacks that we actually had difficulties in finding the winner. We've been discussing very long. So that was the first thing.
Something to add on this, Jana?
Yes, I have a lot of experience carrying heavy backpacks as I'm a photographer. That's where I come from. And I have been selling backpacks actually at Globetrotter in Munich. So I've seen different backpacks on different people with different body shapes, and there really has been a lot of development going on, especially for women. And the belts in the shoulder area that were mostly straight in the beginning have now been really nicely designed for women's specific use. And all the backpacks had some special things to them and very, very huge love to details. And it was, I think, for the jury, a very hard decision.
And this is why we call it a jury discussion, to really make sure that all the details are proven, belt proven. So back to the second part.
Second part, I go to the apparel directly because we were so excited about the apparel category as we've been discussing very hard. And in the end, what came out was that we found that the brands have put really a lot of effort in pattern specifically for pants, because it's nothing is harder than to buy a good pair of pants if it's sports or if it's in daily use. But having functional, really perfectly fitting pants, really, and they fitted bigger sizes, they fitted smaller sizes. We've been testing them, and in the beginning, when we looked at them, we were like, okay, there's the mammut pink, which is the mammut pant, which is pink, and then we were like, oh, do we really want a pink pant? But then you need, of course, the high vis. And when we tested it, when we found out what it all kind of details had, the perfect body mapping during the use, finding out that this really soft material is extremely robust, it made us all excited. And then also the Ottovox bib, seeing that, you don't even have a problem in doing your female needs when you have to step aside quickly. Everything is thought through, the fit is perfect, and this led to that we were very convinced that it's going to build up further and further and giving much more comfort for female products also in apparel.
And I think nowadays you can see that there's really an assortment for women in specific women's styles. It's not only about jackets and pants and shoes anymore. It's more about sleeping bags and backpacks as well. So, and this is definitely something that has to be communicated stronger towards the end consumer as well. Because this is what a lot of women don't know, that there are so many really specific and details. And when you look at the mammut pants, what you just said, it's regarding the installation. It's really kind of a unique style, and it's really good to see now that we really have good assortments for women-specific needs.
Yes, you made the question already to an answer. Which were your highlights in terms of philosophy, story, in terms of design, demand for materials, and in specific view on trousers as winners? We had lots of discussions on that. So what's your view, Astrid?
Because of the
and your highlight, sorry.
Yeah, because of the perfect. Okay, my highlight is the Pure jacket because of the perfect combination of design and function, and the combination with sustainability, because the jacket is really circular. Full circular, and it works in everyday life. So it's for me, it's an urban outdoor jacket, but it works also when you go hiking, and it looks very, very clean and easy. And I think women just want to have easy and clean styles, but not only in clothing, also with technical stuff. And there's a lot more than garments. It's also for skiers that there are specific products, because women want to do free ride sports. They want to do ice climbing and go downhill biking, and they need special.
They do.
Yeah, they do, and they need special products. And this is a good way to show this.
And actually, what you said regarding the pure jacket and the sustainability aspect, having something that's kind of really used in different contexts. So it's a really unique product to use for different days in the year and different activities as well. So I think this is part of the sustainability aspect as well, having something that's really
multifunctional.
Yeah.
A huge point to take for retail, which is one of your expertise. Maybe there's some highlight conversation around technical devices, because we discussed that. Can you point out what we talked about?
You mean regarding the direct voice?
The gold winner.
The overall
winner.
So yes, it was the ArtVox direct voice, where we were really all surprised about the pure technique, and that you don't have to be a tech freak to use this item, and it makes it very safe in the mountains, being around on skis. And I think of course it's a unisex product, but I think it's pushing female outdoors as well. So I think there's a movement that makes it easier to go outdoors than by having these technical devices and use them in the snow as well.
Thank you. There was one point which we discussed heavily, and we are not the whole jury. Please check out the website for all our wonderful colleagues on Pamela, Kath, etc. And we had a topic. We had an issue on what comes next. And it's the sustainability, not an issue, but of course a demand from the consumers. And each of us had, out of the perspective of the expertise, a very clear frame of what we discussed. We had the point of shopping ethics, we had product selections, we had product ingredients, we had communication and attitude, and we have criteria. And of course, all the background information from the brands. So when we might start, because you already outlined what the sustainability and contribution of retail is in that specific area, and out of your expertise from being a buyer, can you put us on board?
I think it's part of the deal is to showcase all the products that are on the market. So you have to show alternatives as well. And I think what my goal was always not to over-equip people, so that you have really the right product for the right moment. And if you just walk along a promenade on a lake, you don't need the same jacket that you need for Mount Everest possibly. So of course you can wear whatever you want to, but I think regarding sustainability aspects and stuff like this, by definitely hardcore and high outdoor professional equipment, you definitely use different fabrics, which are for the urban usage possibly a bit more sustainable to look at, because this is the surrounding where we can establish the sustainable aspect as well, way more than in the core segment.
It all has to do with performance, I guess, and this is where your opinion might help our viewers to get a clearer picture on what happens right now.
It is incredible what kind of performances are developed nowadays, and if the brands really intelligently use these options of body mapping, of the intelligent development of fabric, because we have different directions. Definitely, we have, when we go towards waterproof, we have really a huge variety of performing membranes that are showing up on the market. That go from e-spinning to coated membranes that offer any kind of differentiation, going circular, if it's from pure nylon, if it's pure polyester, or if it's polyurethane even. I mean, we have 3 more options now to go complete circular. I mean, there's now nylon insulation. So we can do a circular nylon jacket, fully waterproof. We can do a fully circular waterproof polyester garment. We can do a fully waterproof polyurethane garment. So this is really a great approach in the waterproof categories. Then we have in the mid layers going towards the base layers. So base layers become more and more natural fibers. So we have all blends with naturals and synthetic fibers that are melt so that they give the best performance for the body in thermal regulation and heat absorption or breathability and comfort. And then for the mid layers, we have the options that we can really build the garments in body mapping, insulated, non-insulated, in different areas that actually full comfort is given if you build them intelligently, that you have no more bad weather. I mean, it's just the bad clothing.
Yeah, and I think one aspect as well is that the question of fashion, function, and sustainability, this industry is definitely ahead of the curve. And so I see an aspect for retail as a unique selling point as well, that compared to some fashion brands, that you can really educate people on being fashionable but sustainable and functional dressed as well.
Absolutely.
You see a perfect combination of consultancy and bringing all the expertise with us. So.
Yeah, and I mean, what was exciting in the last fabric fair was actually that we have cross-industry development for fabrics. So the computer industry delivers PU that is used to build a membrane in a waterproof fabric. And then we have old car tires that are through a chemical pyrolysis treatment rebuilt into old oil, and then recycled for as recycled nylon on the market. So we have it's fantastic what's happening. We have old fisher nets that are recycled for old nylon. We have by the sea, by land, PET recycled and reworked. So there's a lot of impact going on, bringing back recycled materials from any industry possible to make also the textile industry a little bit more sustainable, because we really have to see we are still the second most polluting industry.
Definitely, and it's really just having our time frame and the rest of our discussion partners. We can only recommend your lectures, and hopefully there are a lot of platforms to come where you can share your eco knowledge, just from the communication part, and then coming back to what do you see in terms of sustainability, the consumer, and the approaches we need to take, not only for the women's perspective, because there is sustainability overarching.
I think the outdoor industry is really up to the fashion industry. I mean, if you go outside and if you want to buy a jacket, I think everybody is looking to have some sustainable stuff and to buy some sustainable stuff. And there are a lot of brands who support the consumer by buying some sustainable stuff and to let repair the jacket and go into the circle again. So I think we are here on a good way, and maybe the fashion industry is there a little bit slower with these terms, but for me the outdoor industry is really good, is really working good, and the consumer is really good informed about all the sustainable features of a jacket or of the materials.
Yeah, but I think that the broader aspect, so the broader audience, this is what we have to reach within the next couple of years to be stronger in that case as well. Because when you see the fashion trade shows where I've been the last summer as well, it's definitely not that strong communication regarding sustainability. No. The parts of these trade shows are way smaller than in percentage when compared to the others, what we have as industry shows. And so there is definitely one of these best selling points for retail in the outdoor segment or a sports segment, but definitely you have to communicate this a bit better to the broader audience, that they find something that's fashionable and good for the cities as well.
Not just communicate, but also educate.
Yes.
Educate as well. This is what I said before. Yes, of course, it's part of the deal that we have to educate people as well.
This is exactly what all this expertise, authenticity, and super, super enormous energy is why you put the jury like it is. So what is your future? Where do you see She Is Outdoors, and what kind of derivations do you do for your criteria?
I see this award as an educational platform where we can educate the brands, we can educate people that we reach, the visitors, and we can educate retail, and that's the connection I think we want to make. The point is that looking at this and taking this responsibility, that kind of means that we really have to ask ourselves and reconsider the criteria we have. So we sat down together, we worked on a jury statement regarding sustainability, and we will be publishing a short video, where we will explain the new criteria that are an absolute basic needs for the products that are allowed to be entered into the award in summer 2022.
And maybe adding this to what's in your head, seeing not only the past, how many efforts you put it into to set it up like a real statement for the industry, seeing women-specific products,
Absolutely.
also your personality, and of course, if you feel it as an educational thing, there are so many legislative processes which need to be considered if there's a change in the market on 2025, which is then on your responsibility, or even earlier, yeah. So, but seeing is as your responsibility for a platform thinking,
Yes.
I think that's speaking as from all of us. Congratulations to your great award, to your format. Congratulations to the brands, and see you in summer.
Thank you for being a part of this and for supporting us. We couldn't have done it without you. We couldn't have done it without the brands, and of course, we couldn't have done it without our partners. Thank you very much. We will
Thank you,
see
Jana.
you at the meet and mingle if you want to join in. We have an open platform to discuss all different kinds of topics. Just join in. We share the link. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.